to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Patriots going up against the Raiders. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Again, it's Lewis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Taking it about the 16. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take possession. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got some space here. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Giovanni Bernard, 82 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance. because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way. Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you, so make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches.
Dion Lewis, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 61 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Again, here's Bernard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Carr to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Throwing his Carr on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
I don't don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Here's Bernard. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
All right, here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8. Oh, baby, alert, alert. Oh, baby, alert, alert.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this from 37. And Brenza's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it? Second down following the run. They try again with Lewis. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now this is brought in by Pryor. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So they run it on second. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Gronkowski, slot left.
Green, 39.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he fields it cleanly. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
3 down. All right, here we go. Wide and 8.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. On the screen, Bernard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now Bernard. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Here's Carr to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On second down, here's Carr. It's complete. Flainer, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Their big-bodied receiver, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at the 3. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
try again on second down. And the Raiders have got him. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. And some space here. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
We ready? Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
All right, here we go. Red 18. We're going to rally. Rally. All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Now, Carr again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. We ready? Wide 88. Wide 88.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
We ready?
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go, baby. Alert. Alert, baby. Red 18. Red 18.
Well, a carry for Bernard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that's complete to Walford. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
3 down. Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the play clock's running down. On second down, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. On the toss, Bernard. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd down now after the pass completion. They run. This is Lewis. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide 88. Wide 88. Zero.
Play clock winding down. Carr, and he's got it over the middle. Fleener, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down, 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr to throw on second down. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kobe Flater, the tight end, his intended target, and it's third down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taking it about the 36. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. 37 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Here we go. 3-19.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Here we go now. Green.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Back near his goal line, here's Carr. Underneath, this is Bernard. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
They'll run again with Bernard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Time running out here on the play clock. Carr now on 1st down. And over the middle, this is Parker. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
We ready? Wide and 8. Wide and 8.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The quarterback, Sean Smith, comes up to make the tackle. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come up in an offset eye. And they give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Giovanni Bernard saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns have got him in the lead. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch twist!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Benjamin with it over the middle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go. Blue line it.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Going underneath for Lewis. It's a pickup of 19. And it gives the Pats a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And that is is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Now let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long